Hi everyone, my name is Shauna in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm just going to be doing a haul of everything that I got while I was on the East Coast. I am having a problem with my eye right now. I'm like 99.9% sure I'm allergic to cats, but I have a cat and she's my whole life. So we're gonna ignore how my eye looks. It's painful, it's not fun, but gotta love cats. Anyways, let's just go through everything. So you're gonna see stuff here from Broadway plays, you're gonna see stuff that I got at the Nintendo store, you're gonna see stuff I got at the Harry Potter store, stuff I got while I was at PAX East. Like, there's a lot of random stuff you're gonna see in this video. I considered separating it into separate little videos, but I was like, I literally don't have the energy for that right now, so we're just combining them all in one video. Starting off with this bag right here. This bag I got at the Harry Potter shop just because I got some stuff and I wanted a tote that was sturdy. I didn't want to walk around Times Square with a flimsy bag, so I was like, I'll just buy this tote bag. I have way too many tote bags, everyone. Like, it's a serious problem. I will say the prices, if the prices are still attached, but most things do not have prices on it, so just giving you a heads up. This was $4. Okay, so let's look at what's in here right now. So we're gonna start off with some posters. This was a free poster that I got at PAX. It's for Until Dawn. I actually haven't seen any of Until Dawn or know that much about it. It was just free. And also, I'm surprised that it like survived as good as it did on the journey home, because I didn't have a poster like tube or anything, so I literally just rolled it up and stuck it in like the water bottle holder of my backpack, and it mostly held up okay. And I got a map of a city that I explored with my friend. We explored the small Massachusetts city called Northampton. So this is the Northampton side. It was a cute city. On this trip, I went to New York. That's where I started out, and then I headed to Massachusetts because my friend and I did PAX East, and we did PAX East just on the Friday, and then on the Saturday I just hung around Massachusetts with my friend, and that was fun. This poster is one that I'm really glad that didn't get damaged. I might actually give this to my brother, but I have to see if he has any interest in it. Basically, it's just a TOF poster. I did a demo of an Avatar game there, and I'll include a little video somewhere on the screen. Basically, this game was like way more active than I was expecting. My pots flared up. My friend made it 2 rounds, and so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have 2 short rounds. I made it 3 rounds because I won the first round. It was best of 3. Oh my goodness, that took a lot out of me, but it was a fun game, and it is a good system to try and get active on. Sort of reminds me of the Wii a little bit, like when the Wii was first starting out and super popular and people were using that to get active. This game system sort of reminds me of that, and the Avatar one was pretty good. On the topic of video games, we got some Pokopia little Ditto Pokemon. These were $19.99 each, and then there's 2 Raichus because I sent a picture of all of them to my nephew, and my nephew was like, I want Raichu, and so I feel like he's taking after me because Raichu is my favorite. I also got one for my partner because he's been playing Pokopia a lot, and I got him Umbreon. I got butterbeer at the Harry Potter shop. It didn't taste as good as the Universal one. Universal is like peak butterbeer, nothing can compare to that, but I mean, I did get a butterbeer mug out of it, and it wasn't like awful, it just wasn't amazing. It's definitely better than the butterbeer that they offer at Cursed Child, which I don't have my Cursed Child cups on me right now, but they're basically the ones that you get when you go see Cursed Child. If you're interested in which specific cup I'm referring to, I got it when I saw Cursed Child in Los Angeles last year, so I'll link my Cursed Child haul video down in the little description below. But yeah, butterbeer was like decent. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't like Universal level good, if that makes any sense. My nephew's really into Minecraft, so at PAX I got him a creeper duck. There's also like a running bit, a thing that he does where he goes to this restaurant and brings this one server rubber ducks. I've never been to this restaurant, I know nothing about it, I've just heard about it, so I'm like, okay. Rubber ducks are sort of his thing, and it's Minecraft, so I got it for him. Another butterbeer cup because my dad got one as well, and I have 2 of those Cursed Child cups from this most recent play. Literally told us to like I have 5 of those Cursed Child cups at this point. I wish there was an option to get like a disposable cup for cheaper or something, or to like bring your own cup, because if I'm gonna get those cups every time I go to Cursed Child, I'm gonna have way too many. Assuming that I can go see Cursed Child and more. I don't know, we gotta see what money does. At Cursed Child I got a chocolate frog, and I'm gonna take it out. This is something that you'll see in an unboxing later, whenever I finally upload my mystery unboxings, because I collect clips from mystery unboxings and then I upload like compilations. Anyways, the new Chocolate Frog cards have character cards that are the characters from the films. I've gone through a lot of renditions for this Chocolate Frog and the type that they have, because these aren't the cards that you'll get at like the parks and at the studio tour. Initially they had sort of obscure characters that was like book artwork that was solely based on the book, and then they transitioned to like the Hogwarts house founders and the ones that you would find at Universal and the studio tour, but it was in this design, and now it looks like they've transitioned over to the characters from the movies. So I don't know, I collect some of them. I go through phases where I'll like collect a little bit of them and then just grow bored of them. So I have a bunch of just random ones from every generation of the Chocolate Frog cards that they have, but this is the first one that I have from these new ones that are based on the movies. Also interesting to be releasing new Chocolate Frogs with those. Well, the TV series is going to be coming out soon. This was a freebie from PAX, but it really confuses me. It was from a game called Animo. The reason it confuses me is because this is supposed to be a photo card. The concept of these photo cards is that you can open it and put your own photo in, but I can't get this one open, and my friend got one as well and she can't get it open, so I don't really know what to do with this. I want to put a photo in here from PAX East, but I don't know, I can't get this open. And then I decided I wanted to go to a comic book store because I was looking for Spider-Man stuff a lot when I was in New York. I didn't find too much of it. Anyways, I discovered that the comic book store had like all of them in this series, and so I should have just started there in the first place. But the one that I decided to pick up next was Batman Nightwalker. This one is by Marie Lu, which is why I decided to pick it up, because I like this author. They had like all of them there. They had the Harley Quinn series, they had the Black Canary one, they had the Superman one. I want to read all of them eventually, but this is the one that I picked up. Now let's take a peek at what I put in the book for safekeeping. There's a couple things in here that I know are mystery things, so I'm not going to show you them right now because I'm going to show you the mystery items that I got in a little bit. But there is a few other things in here. There is Pokopia stickers, which I got for free, which I'm planning on giving to my partner if he's interested in stickers. I'm not really sure. And then my friend Luna and I did a photo booth. Shout out to my friend Luna because she watches my videos and maybe in the comment section. Everyone should go say hi to her if she is in the comment section. But we did a photo booth, and the photo booth was something because there was no screen to like show you if you were in frame or not. And as soon as you put the money, it started taking photos. I wasn't even sitting down, and then I'm not even fully in these photos, so we did it again. I need to Venmo Luna money for this one now that I think about it, but yeah, we got a better one right here. It was black and white, and it was a really chaotic photo booth. There was even a line for this photo booth that just started snapping photos with no warning. It was really something. And then this is just a reusable bag that I'm not even gonna keep because I'm gonna give it to my dad for the Statue of Liberty, and my friend Luna gave me this Funko. I love Tengen, of course, I've cosplayed him before. And the final bag here, but I also have a sneaking suspicion that there's a few things I need to go find after I show you what's in this bag, because I think I might be missing a couple things. There was a booth for a game called Sin at PAX, and they had a spinning wheel, and the things were like sticky notes, enamel pins. I got wipes. My friend offered to trade with me because she got sticky notes, but I was like, I feel like just for comedic purposes, I have to keep this, because what do you mean you're giving out freebies and it's antibacterial wipes? I guess I'm bringing them to my next con though. Then I got myself a wand. I got myself Fred Weasley's wand, which isn't my favorite wand, which is why I've been putting off getting it. But technically I cosplay George, so I can also cosplay Fred as well. And here is what his wand looks like. I also can't get wands at Universal anymore. At least not Universal in Hollywood, because they don't sell non-interactive character wands anymore except for the main characters, and so I have to use shops like the Harry Potter shop and the studio tour now to get my official wands, because I'm super finicky about my wands. There's a lot of Harry Potter merch that I'll buy that's not official. Wands for me gotta be official. Pop Mart has these really cute Demon Slayer mystery figures that I love, and I got another one. I got Gyu. I just love these so much. I now have Gyu and Sonami and Obanai. I'm hoping to get more of them. Pop Marts around where I live are never stocked up on stuff. It's always like sold out of everything that I want. Like the one closest to me is like 20-30 minutes away, always sold out of everything. So I was surprised that I found a Pop Mart in New York that was super well stocked. Why can't the one near me be well stocked? But anyways, I'm happy to have him. Another mystery figure that I got, again, shout out to Luna because Luna paid for this for me. I'm so grateful for Luna. I love Luna so much. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I got Suguru Gedo. This was a mystery figure. I wanted Inumaki, of course, but I'm happy with Kenjaku/Gato. I also decided after getting that I was gonna watch some of JJK season 3 on the plane, so I was like watching that, and then I would like take breaks and play Pokemon, and then I would take breaks and sleep. And that was basically my plane ride home from Boston. Why was the plane ride home from Boston like 6 hours? It took like 4 hours to get to New York and like 6 hours to get home from Boston. I don't know. I thought it would be 4 hours home, but oh well, it is what it is. From Cursed Child, the one purchase that I made for myself there was I got the Hufflepuff scarf. But also it very much looks like Gryffindor because the colors for Hufflepuff are not my favorite in the play, but I really wanted a scarf, so I'm excited that I got one. I was very limited on funds on this trip, and my dad bought that for me. I'm so grateful that he bought that for me. My phone is so low on storage. I'm filming this in like so many small clips, so I'm hoping that it looks like cohesive and coherent when I put it together. Anyways, I got a notebook. I also got a second one that you'll see later. I got these for cosplay props from the Harry Potter shop. So this one is just the Defense Against the Dark Arts for Beginners one. I just peeled off the sticker right here so that you can see that it can be used as a prop. These are really useful for things like filming TikToks. Also, I gotta take this off right here, just giving information about it. This was from the Mina Lima room. Mina Lima made all of the like graphics and stuff for the movies. And it can be used as a functional notebook, but I probably won't be using it as an actual notebook because I just want to use it as a prop. Then I got a sweater that I ended up wearing to Cursed Child. I was sort of annoyed. I didn't know that I was going to see Cursed Child when I went to New York. I only had tickets to see Dana Radcliffe's play, which was Every Brilliant Thing, and so I ended up actually wearing this to Cursed Child because I thought it was fitting. If I had known that I was going to see Cursed Child, I probably would have brought a full cosplay, but oh well. I just got the Gryffindor Quidditch sweater, and I got this with the intent to cosplay Ginny with it. This was a freebie at PAX that got a little bit banged up in my luggage, but we're gonna do it anyways. We got a little Ditto hat. Can I put my little, there we go. See, we got a little Ditto hat. Everyone was walking around with these. It was something. There were a ton of great gluten-free options in New York. I have celiacs, and I had a lot of really, really good food, and I went to a bakery, and I was so excited because look at this. I don't think I've actually had this type of bread before, and I can't have wheat versions of it obviously, so I'm excited to make this version and try it out. The place was just called Modern Bread and Bagel, and it is a Jewish bakery that is in New York that's closest to Central Park. So if you're like in the Central Park or Times Square area, you can go to the bakery and get some really nice stuff. I was really cold at the Statue of Liberty, and so I got myself a hat. Well, my dad got me the hat, so this is just the little hat. It is fur lined inside, so it kept me really, really warm. It was so cold out there. Like, I thought Oregon was cold. I had never experienced East Coast cold in my life. That was freezing. When I was at PAX East, I only bought myself one thing. I literally had like $40 budgeted for PAX East and for exploring Massachusetts as a whole because I am broke. No, like literally I get so excited when I can cash out $5 on Instagram or Facebook, and it's like not much at all, but that's the level of broke that I'm at. But I got this mystery figure, and these were the options. I got it because I really wanted Piplup. Piplup is my favorite starter. In case you don't know, my two favorite Pokemon are Raichu and Piplup, and these are the other options. I'm not mad about the one that I got. It's actually a Pokemon that I just trained up in Violet to be on my singles team, so actually sort of fitting that I got it. I was just glad I didn't get this dude. So he likes to fall off a lot, but I got Dragapult. I have him on my team. I named him Norbert in Pokemon Violet after Norbert from Harry Potter. I've been learning how to min-max. Guys, I've been learning how to min-max. I'm getting better at Pokemon after having played Pokemon for like probably 15 years at this point. Anyways, yeah, it's fitting because I just min-maxed a Dragapult for my team. So yeah, this one is cool. I love a lot of these. So he just fell off, so I think I'm done talking about him for right now. I might have to glue him onto here in order to make sure that he doesn't fall off anymore. Also, did I fully show you guys this bag? This bag is Link. Obviously, this was from the Nintendo store. Before I get into some stuff that I have in plastic bags, which I'll explain in one sec, my dad's friend lent me this book. He said it's a really good book. I've heard a lot about this book and I'm excited to read it. It's The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Haro. I've heard a lot about this author as well, so I'm excited to read this one. I'm going to try and make this one a priority to read soon. Okay, now things in plastic because I really didn't want these to get damaged. Every once in a while something in my suitcase will like leak. Like when I came back from MagFest, my eyeshadow palette shattered and completely destroyed a bunch of stuff in my suitcase, and I was like, I am not letting this happen to what I have right here. So starting off, I got 2 playbills from Daniel Radcliffe's play. I saw Every Brilliant Thing. It was a beautiful, beautiful play. I might make a whole video on it. It's about suicide. It's about a guy grappling with his mother's suicide and sort of the effects of that on his life and trying to find like positivity in life despite what's going on with his mom. And so it's like a very uplifting play, and I have a lot of strong thoughts on it because I think it was done so wonderfully, and so I might make a whole video on that. So I have 2 of these because my dad got one and I got one. Also, if you see Every Brilliant Thing, get there really early because Daniel Radcliffe will run around and choose people to be in the play. I wasn't chosen. It sounded like when I went, he chose people from the bar area if they were in the balcony. I was in the balcony. Sometimes he runs into the balcony, but he didn't run into the balcony my day. So here is right here, just a little information about it. There is 2 parts of the play that everyone gets to participate in. I don't want to spoil what one of those is, except for maybe in the video where I talk about the play. If I make that video, I might get too tired to get around to making that video. But anyways, this is the one that everyone gets to read out if you see the play. And then I met Daniel Radcliffe. Photo on the screen right here, and I went on a Broadway Cares night, and I didn't know that I was going to Broadway Cares night. What that means is that you can't get your playbill signed because he is auctioning them off to raise money for charity, but you can get anything else signed. And so I picked up this script for the play, and I got the script for the play signed. It was a chaotic stage door. There were so many things I wanted to say to Daniel Radcliffe, and there was just too many people. There was a father shoving his teenage daughter into my back so that I was literally pressed against the metal gate, and I was like, I can't do this. So I got my picture with Daniel Radcliffe, and then I was literally like raising my hands to the air, and I was like, please let me leave. I can't do this. I was like, let me out of here. Someone take my spot. Get me out of here. Like, I was so pressed, and it was disappointing because it was like something that I was like super looking forward to, and Daniel was amazing. He was distracted talking to someone else the whole time, but I got my picture, got my signature. I'm happy. I was just frustrated with the whole experience, and the Curse of Child stage door experience was not great either. I went to a huge Barnes & Noble and I got Realmbreaker by Victoria Aveyard. There was a bunch of signed books there because they have a bunch of different book signings there, and she was there the previous night and I got a signed copy. I was debating between this one, and they also had Horns, which was a book that was adapted into a movie that Daniel Radcliffe was in, and Joe Hill signed it, the author, and I was considering getting that one, but I settled on Realmbreaker because I've never read anything by Joe Hill, and I have read something by Victoria Aveyard before and I really liked it. Okay, the second of my Ziploc bags, and then there's one thing that I definitely need to find. As I said, I got 2 of these. I got the advanced potion making one. I'm gonna peel off the sticker of this one as well so you can see what it looks like without the sticker. I love Mina Lima's artwork. They are wonderful, wonderful artists, and I just want like everything of theirs. I'm just so in love with the artwork from the films. So here's what it looks like without the sticker on. It'll be great for cosplay purposes. A couple more things really quick. I had a black Sharpie, and everyone who came out for Chris Child's stage door had a black Sharpie, so we got it signed on the back. Here is the front of the playbill right here. So first of all, this was in here, and we had some understudies on, which was really exciting. I was really looking forward to seeing John Skelly on as Harry again because like I've seen him twice. I've seen Chris Child 3 times now, and I've seen John Skelly both times as Harry, and he was like phenomenal. But I did get to see a different person on as Harry tonight. I also saw John Skelly in Los Angeles and San Francisco, so it would have been cool to see him in 3 different cities. But anyways, we had the understudy on for Harry, and the understudy that was on, because there's multiple understudies for each character, is Tom Stevens. He was on. The other person that we got to meet at stage door was Khadijah Terrion. Khadijah played Polly Chapman. Tom Felton also did come out, but he ran through, and also 2 playbills because my dad got one as well. He ran through and he signed like a handful of playbills, took maybe 5 pictures max, and then left. I have already met him before, so I wasn't too upset that I didn't get to meet him. Honestly, I wanted to meet the rest of the cast. I would have loved to see Emmett again. I would have loved to see Aiden again. I also really wanted to meet Chad Alexander, who I just have really admired his work and been really interested in seeing him. He's been on the Broadway play for a while. A lot of the faces that we currently have on Curse of Child on Broadway are very very new faces, but he's been on there a while, so I wanted to meet him. But barely anyone came out. And honestly, I think it's because Tom was there. Because when I've done stage door for Cursed Child in the past, literally 20 plus cast members come out. But because Tom was there, it was very overwhelming. There was tons and tons of people. I was in the like second row, like there's the people against the medal, and then the second row. I prioritized getting photos. Photos will be around here. But it was like 5 deep, and there were like people standing on things to get higher to see Tom Felton. Like, it was a big mess. People left in tears because Tom didn't meet most people, which like I understand it's really overwhelming. No ring light for the last of this video. This video has been so chaotic and I'm so sorry, but basically I'm having to charge my phone. My normal phone charger isn't working, so I'm having to charge it with a portable charger, which means that it's just like complicated to use the ring light right now, so I'm not using it right now with my portable charger that is currently balancing on the top of my phone as I'm filming. Anyways, let's finish this up really quickly. As I was saying, I was explaining to people who were at stage door, basically if you want to meet Tom, the way to meet him is a convention, not stage door. Stage door is not a guarantee that they will come out. It is not a guarantee that you will meet them. They do skip over people at stage door sometimes, and Tom Felton skipped over a lot of people the night that I was there. The best way to meet him is at a convention. You get a ticketed time. You are guaranteed to meet him unless he cancels due to anything like a illness or like filming conflicts, which don't happen too often with Tom. Anyways, final bit of stuff that I haven't shown yet. Here's an acrylic stand that I got from the Nintendo booth, well, one of the Nintendo booths at PAX East. I basically just like scanned this little QR code and it gave me points for my account that I could redeem for rewards, and I also got this. I also got the little points thingy at the Nintendo store in New York, so I got like 200 points on this trip, which I don't get points too often, so that was really cool. And I did redeem some of those points to enter a giveaway for the Universal Studios trip. I feel like I'm not gonna win, but also like I love Universal Studios, so I was like, I could redeem physical items right now, but I'd so much rather have a chance to go to Universal because Universal is literally my favorite place in the entire world. Anyways, at PAX I got the free lanyard, which is just Warframe. I didn't use this at PAX, but I did get it. I will use it at conventions in the future. I have so many lanyards. I keep losing my favorite lanyards, so I need to keep building my collections so I have just more to pick from each convention. From Daniel Radcliffe's play, the only piece of merchandise I got beyond the script that I got signed was the magnet. This was the only one that I went into like really wanting, and then I found out it was a Broadway Cares night, and that's why I got the script to get it signed, but this was what I really wanted. And then my friend Luna got me this Hogsmeade postcard. I'm probably gonna hang this up on my wall like a little poster. Thank you, Luna, if you're watching this. And then I just have 2 little, like, I sometimes grab touristy map things, so I just grabbed a couple in New York. This is basically just a map of, ooh, if I can open it, Manhattan. And there is some advertisements here. I did some of the touristy stuff. I did Central Park, I did the Central Park Zoo, I did Statue of Liberty, but I didn't go to the top. I did Empire State Building. Never make me do Empire State Building again. That was a lot. And you know, I did the Children's Zoo, which you may think like, oh, dinky little Children's Zoo. I got stuck in an egg. There was an egg that children could climb into for pictures, and I got stuck, and my body hurts so badly today. It's partly fibromyalgia, but I'm also like, I think it's in part because I got stuck in that egg and I couldn't get out of that egg, and I was like, never again, never doing a children's zoo again. Anyways, the other thing that I got is just this little city guide. It's advertising The Great Gatsby on the front, and in here we have some Cursed Child stuff. There is John Skelly. That's the Harry that I saw in Los Angeles and San Francisco. An amazing Harry. He brings so much emotion to the play. Love him so much. It was fun, of course, to see Tom reprise his role of Draco in there. Every Brilliant Thing is, of course, being advertised in there. If you can get tickets to Every Brilliant Thing, highly recommend. More Cursed Child stuff. See, I really wanted to see Emma and Aiden at Stage Door, but it's okay because I saw them in Los Angeles. They are such a great Scorpius and Albus, and I feel like Cursed Child is so queer-coded, and I feel like they really tap into it in a way that just like means the world to me. So yeah, that is everything that I got on my East Coast trip. I went to Massachusetts and New York. It was a lot of fun. I love New York. I want to go back to New York someday. It was so much fun to be in New York, and now I need to get back to the real world. I need to edit this. I need to prepare because my class starts tomorrow. I took winter term off and spring term is starting. Ugh. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. If you want to see more pictures from my trip, my PAX East pictures will be over on my cosplay Instagram. And I have a personal Instagram now, so all of the other pictures that aren't PAX East related will be over on my personal Instagram, which that will be linked down in the description below. It's basically just Sugoi Shauna. It is essentially a placeholder for the old username that I used to have. I used to have the username Sugoi-Sean, and I wanted a placeholder account, and it wouldn't let me do Sugoi-Sean when I created it, so let me do Sugoi-Shana, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use this as a placeholder, and the account has just been sitting there for a few years, and I was like, might as well make it my personal and update on my travels and like life and stuff on that one. Anyways, I hope all of you have a great week, and I'll see all of you in my next video. Until next time, everyone, goodbye.